If your heart is faint, you may want to skip this story right now, because tonight's tale is wrapped in darkness and dread, silent and terrifying like the midnight sky. This is the story of three Muslim friends, Sagar, Zubayer, and Alif, whose curiosity led them one night to an old Christian graveyard. And there, they encountered a mystery that would change their lives forever. If you dare, listen on. That night there was no sign of the moon. The sky was covered with a pitch-black veil, and the silence around them felt unnatural. In the distance, the sound of a river's roar echoed, like something unknown calling out. The villagers believed that on such nights the old Christian graveyard whispered with cries. They spoke in hushed tones. A woman in white wanders there, and those who enter never return. But Zubayer was different. He laughed and said, "Do you really believe in these silly stories? Let's go see it with our own eyes." Alif's face went pale. "Are you insane? That place is cursed. A Christian cemetery at night? That's like asking for death." Sagar, as brave as ever, smiled and said, "There's no such thing as ghosts. I'm going. Who's coming with me?" Zubayer stood up instantly. "I'm in. Tonight we uncover the truth." Alif hesitantly said, "If anything happens, Sagar, it's on you. But I can't let you go alone. I'm coming too." At around 11 at night, the three of them set out. They carried an old lantern and a torch. The path to the graveyard was unusually silent. Tree branches swayed in the wind, and their footsteps echoed like whispers. Alif glanced back and said, "I swear someone is following us." Zubayer chuckled. "Maybe it's the ghost in white waiting just for you." Alif snapped, "Don't joke about this, Zubayer." Sagar said firmly, "Quiet. Whatever happens, we stick together. No fear." They finally reached the iron gate of the graveyard. It creaked in the wind, old and rusted. Just as they approached, the torch suddenly went out. Alif jumped. "I told you, this place is cursed." Sagar calmly replied, "It's just the battery, not a ghost. Let's move." They pushed open the gate and stepped inside. Cold wind brushed against them, and the smell of wet earth and rotten flowers filled their noses. Rows of ancient graves surrounded them, each seeming to whisper its own silent tale. In the lantern's glow, they saw a broken angel statue, its face twisted in unknown grief. Then they heard it, a chilling cry in the distance. "Ma! Ma!" Alif stepped back in fear. "No! I'm leaving!" But Sagar grabbed his hand. "Stop! We're going to find out what's going on." Zubayer scanned the area with the lantern and noticed something shining near a broken cross. He picked it up, a golden locket. Inside was the photo of a young woman. Underneath, a name was etched, Asha. Suddenly, the wind howled fiercely. The flame flickered wildly. And then they heard a soft, haunting female voice. "Return my locket. Mend my grave. Give me peace." Just then, they noticed faint words carved into the soil near Asha's grave. Sagar leaned closer and read, Buried alive, 1923. His spine stiffened. Zubayer, voice trembling, asked, "Was she buried alive?" Sagar nodded slowly. "Yes. Maybe during the plague, someone thought she was dead, but she wasn't. No one came back for her, and her soul never found peace." Alif sank to the ground, tears in his eyes. "No one deserves a death like that." Sagar whispered, "She doesn't want to hurt us. She just wants to be remembered, to be honored." Sagar gently cleaned the grave. He placed the locket with care atop it. Suddenly the wind stopped. A peaceful silence fell over the entire graveyard. A soft scent of fresh flowers floated in the air. Then came her voice again, gentle, calm, and grateful. "Thank you." The three stood silently. Not a word was spoken, only a strange peace in the air. Sagar said softly, "Not all spirits are evil. Some only seek peace." The next morning, they returned to the village. Alif sighed in relief. "Never again." Zubayer nodded. "Now I understand why people fear that place." Sagar smiled slightly. "But tonight, we learned something priceless." From that day forward, they never joked about ghosts again, nor did they go near that graveyard. But deep down they knew Asha was at peace now. And somewhere from beyond, she was whispering with a smile, "At last, someone remembered me."